I've been taught a lot by some old folks, old white folks. They taught me, bruh, they say pussy's power.
You mean pussy, you mean vagina?
Yes, sir.
Got it. I was just trying to make sure.
But in West Virginia, we say pussy.
Okay, so for our young listeners, vagina.
It's okay, young listeners or not, they need to learn about pussy.
Okay. Okay.
It only takes one pussy to drag a battleship across the desert. That's how powerful it is. So, Klay Thompson, I ain't saying that's what it is, but that might be what it is.
It's a good excuse if it's not.
I ain't taking away nothing from Megan Thee Stallion. She might be a great girl. You know what I'm saying? Great for him. But I don't know if she great for the shot.
I ain't never seen Klay not shoot it like this. And for him to say I'm out of my prime, like, come on, Klay. Like,
He said that?
Yeah.
How many shots does he shoot a night?
I don't give a fuck.
He was 0 for 6.
You mean Klay Thompson? He can shoot the ball anytime he wants to. Ain't no. I tell him, you Klay Thompson. Any shot you shoot is a good shot. But anytime, like, you have a routine, and I think that's what makes a lot of people successful in the NBA now, and they can play for so long because guys have routines. I'm not saying that he doesn't have this routine. I'm just saying, like, when have you seen Klay Thompson on the...
Like, we really need to respect women, but I guess saying that we need to respect women is not going to be enough. Honestly, it's not going to be enough. Especially respecting another woman, another man's woman. And this is why Klay came for you guys the way that he did. A man can take his L for himself and not personalize it with his relationship and ridicule his name as woman. And she gets blamed for his bad plays. You don't need a vagina to drag you down. You can take your L's and just take them as they are and not have them be put on another person and they are blamed for that. It cannot happen. It just cannot happen that way. But anyways, I'm more gonna stitch the rest of the video.
And it's always men attempting to blame women for men's performance because what exactly does Megan Thee Stallion have to do with basketball? Now, the sports podcast had been discussing Klay Thomas's performance this season, and somehow Megan Thee Stallion got involved. Now, as they sat down to discuss Klay Thomas's performance this season, one of the podcast hosts said, "I'm from West Virginia, man, and I've been taught a lot by some old folks, old white folks, and they say the P word is power." They go on to say, they say it's so powerful that it only takes one to drag the battleship across a desert. That's how powerful it is. Now, they continue and go on to say, "I ain't saying that's what it is," referring to Klay Thomas, but that might be what it is. That ain't taking nothing away from Megan Thee Stallion. She might be a great girl, great for him, but I don't know if she's great for the shot. Now, after that podcast had posted that snippet, they were attempting, for obvious reasons, to get a response out of Megan Thee Stallion or Klay Thomas, and Klay Thomas did respond. And shout out to Pop Crave for capturing this reply by Klay Thomas. He said, "Referring to my girlfriend as is so disgusting and disturbing, especially from someone who played in the NBA. How would y'all feel if I refer to your wives in such a way?" And then he added them and he said, "Do better, fellas. Very disappointing." Because why on God's green earth would you be discussing his performance on the court having anything to do with his girlfriend? Because how Klay Thomas performs on the court has nothing to do with his personal life outside the court. He's a grown man. He's been in the NBA for a long time. And if he doesn't know how to separate the two, then that's really up on him. But you only can discuss how he performs on the court, period. And leaving any of his family members, including his girlfriend, out of it because that...
Who wrote this statement for him? It's like somebody from like a PR team that like likes women more or something. Like it doesn't seem like the man that we all thought was winning his championships wrote this statement.
Sir, what do you mean by someone on his PR team that likes women more must have wrote this? Who do you like more? Who should Klay like more than the woman he is dating? Who should he like more? Other men? Is that what you're getting at? He should like other men more. Okay, got it.
Can we please make podcast equipment $1 million? Because every time these men start talking, they are always on some bullshit. In a clip from the Hoopin' and Hollerin' Sports podcast, they're talking about Klay Thompson's recent playing performance and how he hasn't been doing so hot. And then former NBA player Jason Williams suggests that it might be Megan Thee Stallion's fault.
I ain't never seen Klay not shoot it like this. And for him to say I'm out of my prime, like, come on, Klay, like, come on.
He said that?
Yeah.
How many? It only takes one to drag a battleship across the desert. That's how powerful it is.
The hell?
So, it got something to, you know what I'm saying?
No, it
Klay
don't.
Thompson, I ain't saying that's what it is, but
It's not.
that might be what it is.
I had to censor the word, but Jason said it just takes one coochie to drag a battleship across a desert. Klay Thompson was not tolerating the misogynistic lingo against his lady, as he shouldn't. He commented on social media, referring to my girlfriend as a P is so disgusting and disturbing, especially from someone who played in the NBA. How would y'all feel if I referred to your wives in such a way? Do better, fellas. Very disappointing. Why are a man's problems always a woman's fault? Mind you, I didn't hear anybody blaming Taylor Swift and saying she was the reason why the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl last year. But you want to blame Megan. Got it. Even though her man already took accountability for his poor playing performance. I mean, the dude is in his mid-30s. He's not exactly a spring chicken, and he knows that. Hating on a relationship you're not even in is wild. Do y'all agree with what Jason Williams said, or do you believe his comments were out of...
So Klay Thompson is sick of people blaming Megan Thee Stallion for his bad play. So he went after the Pat Bev podcast for how they were referring to Megan Thee Stallion, calling her out her name when it comes to Klay Thompson's play. And he has every right to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect your woman. That's just how it is. And really, he was going after Jason Williams because Jason Williams is the one who made the comment. Now, I've said this before. I'll say it again. Megan Thee Stallion has nothing to do with Klay Thompson being washed. I mean, he's been in the league forever. He's 35 years old. Everybody can't be LeBron. Now, is it funny? Yes, that he's throwing his relationship out there when he's playing bad, and sports fans are going to make fun of this because that's how sports fans are. When you are not at the top and you are putting anything else out there in front of sports, people make fun of people for having podcasts when they play bad. That's just how sports fans are. But for two former professional athletes who went through the same thing, they got old and their skills are no longer good enough to keep up with the league, so they're no longer in the league. So they went through the same thing Klay Thompson is going through. So for them to blame Megan Thee Stallion, that's a low blow. We can make fun of Klay Thompson's play all we want. He does not care. But to blame Megan Thee Stallion for that play, that is not what's wrong.